been a crowd favorite. I've been seeing Neeze's name be chanted in Twitch chat and all over the Twitters. But as a North American, I'm not too familiar with Neeze or what the hype around Neeze is. But Neeze is going to be bringing out this Diana to go up against Blue, who is, like I was saying earlier, one of the strongest EU players out there right now.
Honestly, I have never heard of Neeze in my entire life. Before the tournament, I actually asked. I was like, so is Neeze like Draxu? Because I see that he plays Diana.
It like a name swap thing?
Yeah, because I know Draxu's already changed his name to Hyson, so I was wondering if it happened again. Because at least I've heard of Draxu before, but no, he's just a different Diana player. Seems like a lot of those proficient Dianas we have in EU. And I'm gonna be real, I think that's like the biggest bow skin I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that thing is huge. He's carrying another character as his bow right now.
I feel like that actually has a bigger hitbox.
Oh, snap. The side stick kill too. All right, I'm liking these. The bow play is very styling.
I feel like Bowser actually has an increased hitbox, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Blue is one of the most consistent EU players that we have had for the past like 6 or so months. Ever since a little bit before BCX. Going into BCX, they had a lot of hype built around him, but it was his first LAN experience as far as I know. So didn't quite perform how people were expecting him to, but hopped right back on it in Winter Championships. As you said earlier, just absolutely dominating both events. And that veteran status from Blue kind of already started to show, as he wasn't really phased by getting knocked out early in that first stock, and he's right back in it, even with Neeze, rocking that sword into guns. I'm not sure which weapon that matchup typically favors, but I think both weapons have their tools in neutral, and it's sort of like if sword is able to get in on guns, then it's very tough for guns to get away. Otherwise, it's tough for sword to get in.
Neutral light into the neutral signature does connect onto Blue. The side signature connects onto Blue. Neeze looking real strong and delaying that pickup. Wants to delay that weapon spawn for Blue as he comes out with that big bow.
Big bow.
It's a big bow. We do see the bow coming out from Neeze though. Blue not able to pick up his own. Threw away his sword. And here comes bow play recovery to finish it off. Stocks fairly even between the two of them. And this is a much faster paced game than we were just watching. Neeze and Blue just trading stocks. It's only been, what, like 2 minutes into this game, and they're down to their final stocks.
Ooh, showing that he's not only rocking the bow, but he can also get some stuff going on these guns. Putting Blue into the red now. Has him off stage with the Sarah. Another Sarah. He needs one more to close this out. He throws the weapon up actually to try to ledge trap, but it doesn't work. He just needs one more hit.
Just a little bit off timed. Blue staying on this corner, able to get back up, waiting for the opportunity. Blue needs a lot of damage on the Neeze right now. Down light, neutral light, starting to add it up.
Ooh, looking for the down light. Blue landing the side light into weapon throw. Now swapping over to the sword, finding the side air. Neeze can't quite find the KO option. Neutral light almost KOing off the top. Oh, this is getting really scary for Neeze. As a player who we haven't heard of before, I don't know if he's used to this kind of last stock situation, but he does end up finding the downlight into recovery. Well done by him. That's got to be game one. Neeze over Blue. Who is this guy?
Oh, he's just some apparently he's just some young kid, as Taiku says in Twitch chat. Yeah, he's apparently on the up and coming. A lot of EU players, like I was saying, I've been seeing EU players saying his name, being like, this is his opportunity. He's made it into the top 8. Like, I'm excited to see Neeze. I want to see what he's going to be bringing out. And, yo, I'm feeling it. I super respect what he's bringing out here, beating out Blue for game 1. But the question does come out, right? Like, how experienced is he to these pressure situations? How much tournament experience can he really have playing against players of Blue's caliber?
Blue, nice job spot dodging that dash into downlight by Neeze. Able to find himself a nice set of hits off of that one, putting Neeze into the orange. Neeze responding right back though with a string of hits of his own. They're just kind of trading back and forth. Both these players are very even. Neeze, they're hitting the bow downlight, but not really sure what to do out of it. Reacting late with a neutral light, and that ended up whiffing.
Ooh. Side to connects. Kind of got him on the back end of that one. Able to hit the recovery. And another side sig from Neeze. He is precision with that side signature. That thing hits so far away from where you start, and Neeze is able to hit it every single time.
Neeze's usage of Diana's signatures right now is absolutely beautiful. He finds the KOs exactly when he needs to.
Oh, but
the plank.
Blue not able to finish it off.
Looking for the recovery. It whiffs, but it doesn't have a whole lot of recovery, so he's able to just throw out the nair, catch Neeze going up into the air, and not too much damage taken for Blue. Definitely not insurmountable by any stretch of the word. Neeze, though, on these guns now, lands the neutral light. That was one of the cleanest movement into reads for that dare I've ever seen. And now gravity canceling the down light. This guy's guns are crazy.
Ooh, into the recovery. Not going to kill. Didn't stay high for the neutral signature. Instead, just wanted more damage. Sayers Blue away, but he does have Blue close to that kill percent. Down sig connects, bounces him off the stage, but still gets the kill. That's how much damage was on the Blue.
Dude, did Boomy move to EU, dude?
Yeah.
Is he on vacation right now? This guy's crazy. These are probably the best guns that I've seen today. I mean, no shots at Simple, but Simple was definitely favoring the bow, while Neeze seems to be proficient equally on both of these weapons, which is something that I love to see. It shows a lot of character experience and overall just ability to adapt to your situation.
But what do you see? Blue getting some hits on the Neeze. Might be able to finish the stock off, getting those last stock situation. Yep, downlight into recovery for Blue. Swapping up the weapons. Juggle it. Which one does he want? He wants the bow. I like that he threw the sword forward, though, before switching to the bow, as opposed to just kind of letting it juggle and fizzle out. He wanted to try to get some pressure off of that weapon toss.
Yep. Keeping Blue up in the air. One neutral light, two neutral light, and then a chase or dash into side signature. That was so clean. He just read all the Blue's movement options so handedly, and Neeze is on the verge of 3-0ing Blue right now.
Yo, who is this kid? Is it gonna be the year of Neeze? Is this his opportunity to make his mark on the Brawlhalla scene and then dominate? Like, is he coming to final round? Like, that's what I want to see this kid at final round.
And by the way, for anyone who doesn't understand, the reason that we're referring to him as this kid is because I've seen kind of speculating throughout Twitch chat. According to a lot of like credible EU players, Neeze is 13, which, you know, I'm not even sure if Boomy. I think that was like how young Boomy was at Combo Breaker 2016.
Yeah, that's Boomy 2016 right there. But we see it's forcing Blue to swap characters. He's going to be going over to this Bryn pick. He'll have the axe. He'll have the spear. He'll have nothing to do with whatever weapons Koji had. And we'll see how well this works against Diana. Have we seen this matchup yet today? I know we saw Hermison swap over to the Bryn, but that was against an Ember.
Yeah, I mean, Blue, I'm not too familiar with either of these weapons for Blue.
Yeah, I know him for his Koji.
He's definitely known for his bow.
Oh,
whoa! What?
I've never seen that drop.
I have played Brawlhalla for like 4 years, and I honestly don't know if I've ever seen Gundare drop.
Well, that works out for Blue. He's gonna get out of that one. Got just the minimal amount of damage possible. But Neeze unfazed. Oh, that was almost clean as heck. Just fall down, gravity cancel down signature on top of Blue. But Blue barely able to avoid the hitboxing on that one. Still, Neeze getting the better of Blue in the damage.
Oh, so careful in the neutral right now. Again, finding that neutral light. He's been so proficient at finding those. Throwing away the bow for the guns at high damage. A questionable decision in the eyes of, I'd imagine, many gun players who complain about gun recovery dropping and guns having tough kill options. But Neeze confident that he can make it work. Blue hitting the X side air. Neeze making it back to the stage.
Neutral light comes out from Blue. Both of them in that spot where either of them can get the kill. Blue not able to connect with the side air. Neeze tries to shove him away with his own. Has to dodge out of that neutral signature, but it's going to be the recovery from Blue that finishes the first stock. But this is still incredibly close. Blue has to widen this gap.
Ooh, and widening
Nice.
that gap he is.
4-piece,
That's a good 5 hits on Axe. Axe infamous for building up damage so quickly with these strings where you blink and you're like, wait a second, how did I get an orange? Neeze, though, finding the response with the bow and nair, preparing to return.
Side light connects from Neeze. Went for a slide charge neutral light. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get that read on that one. But Blue actually with the advantage, and Neeze not able to get the wall touch. Hit the corner instead of the wall part, and then it's going to fall to his death on that one. Couldn't reset his jumps. And here come the chunks. Blue, the switch to Bryn, working so well for him.
Oh my gosh.
Fade away, Sayers.
Axe is just putting in so much work. I have to imagine that Blue must have been, you know, he plugged in the USB drive and he was just downloading those first 2 games, and he noticed a certain habit that Neeze was doing or something along those lines, and he's like, you know what weapon would be really good for dealing with this habit? But Neeze,
he's getting those recoveries.
I mean, it's always good when you can find at least a little bit of momentum at the end of a game that's looking like a loss like this to neutralize Blue's momentum to the fullest. As long as he denies this 2-stock, I feel like Neeze is still in a very good spot in this set. If Blue gets a 2-stock, it might be looking a little dire, though. A good dodge through the weapon throw. Blue now has the positional advantage. Sitting on
the clash out!
Neeze. Classic clash. Gotta love him.
Hit the recovery. All right, side air will deny the 2-stock.
I'm not going to say it's impossible. But it's kind of impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Now it's impossible. Yeah, that was. Hey, I'm just saying we saw Machete do it, all right. But either way, Blue is going to take game 3. That puts him 2 games away from continuing on. But Neeze just has to win 1 more to knock out Blue.
Devil's advocate. I'm 13. I'm inexperienced.
Wait, which one's the devil?
Probably Diana.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the verge of potentially 3-0ing one of the best European players to play the game, at least in the past 6 months. And then he responds with a counter pick that we rarely see him play, and he takes that game relatively convincingly with these axe strings. I'd be getting a little nervous.
Yeah,
I'm nervous that Neeze is probably getting a little nervous.
Like I was saying, I don't know how much tournament experience Neeze has, and Blue is very experienced in the tournament scene. He is ready for this pressure, and we'll see if Neeze can handle it. And at the very least, likely Neeze came into this matchup expecting Blue to just play the Koji through and through. So he had this matchup game plan of playing against the Koji. Right now, he has to adapt to this Bryn on the fly. He's doing a good job hitting those neutralites and recoveries onto Blue, but Blue has the damage advantage.
Oh, this axe from Blue is just putting in so much hurt, but now he's unarmed, got himself back on the axe. A nice dash into weapon throw. Ooh, Neeze manages to find his way through. Goes for a risky ground pound. That was a Daiku ground pound right there.
Yeah.
That's like Daiku at BCX
Daiku ground pound is
amounts of YOLO.
After he misses that, he does a gravity cancel neutral signature. That's
like
Daiku.
That, he had a hard soul read on that.
Found the wrong book on that one, but Neeze not too far behind. Could get the kill onto Blue in just a moment. Can't quite connect with the recovery though. Blue really starting to pick apart what it is about Neeze's gameplay that was working so effectively in game 1 and game 2.
Neeze, ooh, I like that dodge pattern that he just went for. I mean, he didn't find exactly what he wanted, but the Sayer closed it out. Even so.
Oh, that's a solid read. Neutral sig, expected Blue to dodge in. Caught him with it. Tried to go for a ground pound read again, but just wasn't able to get that hit. Blue is ready for that ground pound read.
Ooh, Neeze right now. I feel like we're seeing him throw out a lot more hitboxes than we saw him throw out in the earlier games, but it's working out well for him right now. Evened up the game. Blue on that spear. He hasn't found quite as much success with spear, and it's showing right now. Even having been previously a Kaya player, maybe a little rusty on it, and Neeze right now, he's got the bow. Ooh.
Neutral light connects. Again, we're seeing Neeze really slow this down, but the gravity canceled down signature will whip Blue off the map, completely deleting that stock. He's low though. This is very close Either player can get it. Blue with a neutral light, not enough. Can you finish the stock?
Neeze is definitely alive. Blue once again back on the spear, and I don't like this for Blue. This is scary. He hasn't been able to find much on the spear.
No.
That is the classic side with the down X top Y, and Blue is dead.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ! It's over.
Oh no!
This kid's
Neeze
the bee's
just
knees.
yoinked that one away. Neeze gonna continue on beating out Blue.